Welcome back, Hustle Fam, to yet another Pristine vending video. Today we have 2 vending machine locations that we have to make it to because we have to restock 2 vending machines. So today our focus is going to be on 2 of my drink machines. So if we look over here on my inventory shelf, we can see all of the drinks that I have to go and stock up today. Right here is for one location that takes bottles. And if we look at the very bottom, we have a shelf full of cans. And that's going to be for my first location. That's a can soda machine. So let's go ahead and pull down the crates and make sure they're empty. That one's already empty. And what we're gonna do with these crates is we're gonna take every individual bottle out of these wrappers, and then we're gonna set them down into the crate. So that way we don't have to bring a whole bunch of trash with us when we go and service our machines, and it makes it a whole lot easier on us. So let me do that real quick. Now we have our crates filled up and ready for service. And when you do it this way, you always want to keep up with the wrappers so we can come back later on and cut them before we throw them away. Let's stay environmentally friendly. Unfortunately, my office is upstairs, so we got to get all this stuff, including those cans down there, downstairs. So I'm going to get this loaded up, and I'm going to meet y'all at the car. As always, happy hustles. We made it to the car, and we're all loaded up. Take a look in the back, see what I'm talking about. So in the back seat, you can see them. And in the trunk, you'll see the crates. So we're gonna go ahead and get to our first location, about 5 to 10 minutes away from me right now. So let's go ahead and get to that drink machine, and that's gonna be for our canned sodas. So I'll meet y'all there. If you haven't already, Hustle Fam, make sure y'all hit that like button for me. So the last time we was at this location, this machine was taking all the change. It wasn't giving any change back. For some reason, that coin mechanism was creating some type of coin jam in there to where I had to clear it out. So I'm excited to see how it did for this time. You know if it's been taking any change again?
It's been taking everybody's money, I know that.
In what ways? Not giving back change?
Not giving back change, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see the button right here got stuck again, so that's usually
well, it was loose, like it didn't have any spring to it. And you could like, you know, you could tap it and it would come back out, and I was hoping it would, but eventually it just never come back out.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. Well, y'all heard it yourself. This machine is again not giving out change. So we got to get into this coin mechanism and figure it out. And it's simple enough to figure out why this coin return button isn't returning. Just that easy, we fixed that. Check it out. So now that we have that cleared out the way, now we have to dig a little deeper into the coin mechanism. So I'm gonna go into it and make sure all of the pathways and all the passages are clear on it. So the little motors down there are working on it, just making sure that everything is working in good motion. So we're gonna go and snap it back together and test it out to see if we can get some change to fall. And we have change, so now let's test it out. I'm gonna feed in $2. I sell the drinks for $1.25, so it should give me 75 cents back. And there it is, we got our 75 cents, and then we also have our drink. So the problem here looks to be solved. We got our coin jam cleared, now we can get to the cash collection. So this machine has been sitting here for about a week and a half since my last visit. And as you can see, it did not do bad. But we're gonna count it all up at the end, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So now that we got all the cash collected for the past week and a half, we can focus on the fill up. Let's go ahead and get this machine stocked up. In my last video at this location, the employees here requested for me to put Cokes in this machine. So that's what I'm doing now. So along with adding a new flavor, I now have to change the new tag. So when you order a new tag online, you usually have to wait about a week for it to come in the mail. So in the meantime, this is a little hack I like to use. I'll just improvise. I'll make my own label out of the packaging, and this will do good enough for the time being. And as you can see, it's that simple. So once we have our new label made, we're gonna put it right in place where the old label came out of. And that'll be that. So like I said earlier, this location did request Cokes last time I was here, so I'm interested to see if these Cokes really will sell. So I'll be back in another week for another video, and we'll find out together. Now let's go ahead and get all my trash picked up before we head out of here. And I almost forgot the Gatorades. Yeah, I do gotta go back and put these Gatorades in there. This ain't gonna take no time. And just like that, I'm done. Now let's go ahead and get this machine locked up, but before we head out, we gotta make sure we test it out a few times just to make sure it's not gonna be taking change as soon as we head up the road. So I just put my $2 in, so I should get change and a soda. And there it is. So we made it back to the car, Hustle Fam. So that's that first vending machine. Man, it's a good thing I came and checked here weekly, because if I didn't come by, I would not be making any money. This machine was taking people's money again because it was not giving back any change. But as you can see, we was able to fix it, so I really do got to come out here and wipe that whole machine down, the inner components as well. So now that we're done with our first location, we're gonna go ahead and get to our second location, which is at a clinic. So I'm gonna meet y'all there. We are now at my urgent care clinic location, and I have to admit to you, this location is pretty slow. I haven't been able to put my finger on it just yet. I'm hoping that I'm not knocking them over the head too hard with my prices. I'm charging $2 on my bottled sodas. Y'all let me know how much y'all would pay for bottled sodas in a vending machine. If y'all say I'm whacking them over the head a little too hard, then I might drop my prices a few cents. Now we have this machine as stocked up as we gonna do today, and like I said, this is a slow location, so there was no cash to be collected today. So we're gonna go ahead and get this location locked up. And you know what? Before I head out, let me grab a nice ice cold Diet Coke. These don't sell too much here anyway. I'm thinking about switching them out. So once I get this machine a test run, I'll go ahead and lock it up, and I'll meet y'all back at the lab so we can go over the totals collected from every machine today. And we are back at the lab. So I already got all the money from that first vending machine counted up for you. So let me read out what it is. So as you all seen, it didn't bring in any change. It only brought in bills. So out of the bills, this first vending machine brought in $155. So that's for the past week and a half. And that second vending machine at that clinic, it didn't bring in any change or any bills. It only had credit card sales. And for the credit card sales for the past week and a half, that machine brought in only $8. Now, I keep telling y'all that that's a slow location, so we're gonna figure that out as time goes on. We're not gonna give up hope on that yet. If you haven't yet, make sure you like this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Happy hustles.